people, the more shit I get, to be honest. And I just couldn't stand it, man. It made me just so depressed. I hate it. I actually don't recommend you like help people.
I just think it's amazing how much dedication you have to this.
Are you happy?
I'm like a zoo animal. Like I don't have free will. I'm like a little robot. No equipment, no nothing, no social skills, no editing, no camera, no one to teach me, no one to help me. I don't care. I'm gonna figure it out or I'm gonna die trying. If you have a younger viewer who's in that same spot, you're not the problem, it's your environment, because no one wants to live the life I live.
It's for young people to realize that there is this path.
If you don't find what you love, you're gonna quit before you get to that point. I don't know why, but when people tell me I can't do something, I don't know where this came from. It makes me just want to do it more. If you want to be a YouTuber, if you're watching this.
Why do you want to be the best YouTuber?
What is the best advice someone ever gave you? You said, you're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius.
Especially if you're like extremely passionate about something at a young age, where
Right.
most kids are, then it's more exacerbated that it's like, you know, I didn't talk to anyone. I hardly had any friends because I was so obsessed with YouTube. As back then, just no one cared. So it's like, I thought I was just like, just didn't even know how to speak. Like literally, I just couldn't hold a conversation with a single person because people would just tell me all you talk about is YouTube. And I would try to talk about something else. But back then I was so hyper obsessed that I literally just didn't know how to.
Did you ever see Team America World Police?
Nope.
Jesus Christ!
You know, and you're not, but basically, this is partly why I didn't have any friends growing up. I'm serious. Like,
You just YouTubed out.
yeah, no, that's the problem. Like, that legit what you're experiencing, that's how I felt every day about every little thing throughout my teenage life. And that's why, like, I felt like I was a fucking freak because I was like, I just like YouTube.
Listen, man, I get it.
No, but like now I'm confident. I don't give a fuck. Like I find it funny, but like that's what's interesting because when I was at a younger age, I didn't. It confused me, and I felt like a weirdo. And I say that for people who are hyper obsessed listening, so that because there are people listening to this who are probably a little bit younger that are hyper obsessed over certain things and probably feel like that. And I just surround myself with YouTubers and people that care about YouTube, so I don't have that problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you just got to find those people that have those same obsessions. I had phases in my life where I was like, am I too extreme? Like people are very intimidated by me because I just am so obsessed with work and I'm so all in, and like, is this like unhealthy? Should I try to be more like a normal human? Especially when I was a teenager. It's a lot easier. It's funny when you're making lots of money, it's like admirable, it's respectable. It's like, look, those are traits we want. But when you're not successful, you know, you're a lunatic when you have all these traits. And so back then I'd occasionally be like, man, like, should I try to be more normal? But I just could never do it. Anytime I tried to, I mean, I've mentioned this before, but one of the like things that like I have a memory of that like really is burned in my brain is like people, one time like a high schooler told me when I was in middle school, like all you do is talk about YouTube. Like, do you like know how to do anything else? Like you're just like a freak. And I tried to like watch South Park, you know, because that's what a lot of people in my school watch to fit in. And I just couldn't. I was like, this is such a waste of time. I could be working right now. And I tried to do all these things to like fit in, and I eventually just like stopped talking because I just didn't relate to anyone. And people used to call me mute. Like one of my teachers literally asked like if I was mute, like, cause that's how little I spoke, because no one in the school I went to was entrepreneurial or wanted to build businesses. And I just didn't want to do anything else. And eventually I started to succeed, found other lunatics, and now life's great. But you know, I like to tell this story when I'm on podcasts because if you have a younger viewer who's in that same spot, you're not the problem, it's your environment, and you just gotta put yourself in a better environment.
No, it's really cool. I love what you do. I just think it's amazing how much dedication you have to this.
Thank you.
Because no one's telling you to do this. This
No.
is not like you have like Universal Studios is behind you and they're like, MrBeast, this is what we planned, and
Yeah.
we have hired these people. You're doing all of this yourself.
Taking all the risks, coming with the ideas, and you know, every step. Now people, it's like, what's the saying? It's like you're crazy until you're a genius or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that I think I'm a genius, but it's like basically up until like 2 years ago, every step of the way too, people are throwing tomatoes and telling you you're stupid for reinvesting. You know,
Right.
Everyone thinks you're off your rocker, you've lost your mind, and everyone also thinks like the life cycle of YouTubers like 2 years, and it's like, well, you know, in 2 years you're gonna be irrelevant. When it's only 2 years if you just don't do interesting shit. The more I help people, the more shit I get, to be honest. Like it's so funny because, you know, like the same day I'll drop a video where I'll help 1,000 blind people see. Some other YouTuber will drop a video where they just bought a new mansion, and it's like everyone's like, yes, get that mansion. Good job. And then they'll be like, fuck you for curing blind people, Jimmy. Fuck you, you're using them. And I'm like, no, I just want to inspire people to do good. I mean, I can buy a mansion if you really want me to. So it is funny. If you're trying, this is a weird sentence, but if you're trying to be liked, I actually don't recommend you like help people. Like I actually think helping people will make the internet like you less than if you just like buy nice cars and do like the typical influencer path. It's because we're just so conditioned in America to see it as like a shield, and like no one actually does good because they just find it fun, apparently.
So 2 questions there. Do you think the average person would like to be in your head? And secondly, are you happy?
Well, no, the average person does not want to live the life I live or be in my head. They would be miserable because you're just working all the time, and they would probably just ask themselves, why am I working all the time? Why don't I do literally anything else? I mean, because obviously I'm not a robot. There are times where I'm like, fuck, I really want to play this strategy board game, or I want to do this thing, and I look at the schedule and I'm like, oh, maybe I could do that in 4 days. And the hard thing is, you really have to like be delicate with the framing of your mind, because it's very easy in moments like that to go, fuck, I'm like a zoo animal. Like I don't have free will. I'm like a little robot to my businesses, and like and so you have to like be very careful, and sometimes those emotions take over, and especially because I'm a very defiant kind of guy, and I'm like, but I really want to do this thing, but I can't because I got to go film this video, and I got to do this, and I got to speak at this conference, and I got to do this networking thing, and blah blah. And so yeah, I think most people, when that feeling comes up of like, am I just a fucking animal? Like, do I have any free will? They would probably get very depressed. But I've been able to like work through those, and just, I always try to, your brain, you just got to control your thoughts. Be like, well, this is the life I chose. You want success. You want to change the world. You want to do this and this. This is the price you have to pay. You should actually see this as a good thing, because which is why I'm very diligent about how I frame things in my mind. Like, this is why no one else will do what you will do, and this is a good thing. This is what you are feeling right now is your mode. You're lucky it's hard. Push through it and you'll be happy you did.
Essentially, up until 18, I had been doing YouTube pretty religiously, but I was making no money. Like, this is kind of the turning point, was when I graduated from high school. And my whole life, I was like, I want to be making enough money by the time I graduated to do this full time. And I wasn't. I was still only making a couple $100 a month. So I graduated high school, and my mom was like, either move out or go to a community college. And I didn't have enough money to move out, but I hated school with a passion. But she forced me to go to community college, and that was the worst thing ever. Like that made me hate life. Like borderline suicidal. I just can't stand like having to just sit there and listen to this dumb stuff and listen to some teacher read out a book. So what I did was, I would act like I was going to community college, but I would just work on videos in my car and edit and stuff like that. I had straight zeros. And so now the clock had started, because once my mom found out, I was screwed.
Were you aware of that? Like, you're running a risk?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I would act like I was going to college that whole time, but I wasn't. And I didn't have enough money to move out. And that was kind of when I was just like 15 hours a day, all in. I was like, I'm fucked if this doesn't work.
Wait, so you dropped out of college and then you moved out of your...
Well, have we talked about?
I don't think we've
college?
talked about that.
I don't
know.
No. Okay,
let's talk about college.
Yeah, so I didn't want to go to college. I don't care. But I sure you should. I'm not saying it's bad, blah blah. But for me, I hate school. I hate it. I just want to make YouTube videos. That's all I ever want to do. That's all I ever wanted to do. But I didn't have the best grades in school. Didn't really have a job. I wasn't making enough after I graduated high school. So my mom was just like, either you go to college or you move out. Like, you're not going to live here and not go to college. Whatever. She wants what's best for me. It's not her being mean. It's like, obviously she didn't think this magical YouTube thing would work out. So she's like, you got to have some type of future. You can't just bet it all on the internet forever till you die. And so I need to say the story in a way where it doesn't make my mom sound mean, because like she did it because she loves me. But so I go to college. It's community college. It's not that expensive, whatever. And I just couldn't stand it, man. It made me just so depressed. I hate it. I hate stuff. I just want to be a YouTuber. That's it.
Why do you want to be the best YouTuber?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know?
I just, ever since I was 13, I just made the decision I was going to be a YouTuber. I was going to die trying. Sounds different hearing me say it now, but I had that type of like devotion when I was younger. Like, even when people would tell me it was crazy, no odds in my favor, with no equipment, no nothing, no social skills, no editing, no camera, no one to teach me, no one to help me. I was just like, I don't care. I'm going to figure it out
or I'm gonna die trying. There was no world where I wasn't a YouTuber in my future.
Yeah.
Like that was it. People thought it was crazy. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me either. I was just like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber. Be like, I don't know, but I'm gonna be one. I'm just gonna figure it out. I don't care. Like if I never made it, and I only had 5,000 subscribers, I would probably be working at McDonald's, still just grinding YouTube every hour I'm not working, and like just going hard as fuck until I became a YouTuber.
If my mental health was a priority, I wouldn't be as successful as I am. I mean, and that's just like a sad fact. Like I obviously never would have buried myself alive for 7 days, 7 days of solitary, 7 days on a deserted island, 7 days, blah, blah, blah. It's like, being consistently uncomfortable and like being able to consistently suffer over long periods is like arguably one of the deepest modes. Like there's a reason no one makes videos like me, like not even close, because no one wants to live the life I live. I mean, there are months where I think there was 1 year where I was flying like 200 days, like I was on a plane. I mean, it was a fuck fest, but to get these videos done and I do everything. And it's like, when I wake up tomorrow and I'm going to be pretty fucking tired and feel like shit, I'm going to go, something I always tell myself is how you feel right now is why no one else does what you want to do or does what you do. And if you push through this, that's just even, more of a reason why no one will ever be who you are. And so it's like, I think being able to push through unhappiness and do things you don't want to do consistently year after year over the course of a decade is like the ultimate advantage. Like, I mean, I think we'll hit 1 billion subscribers, and I don't think anyone will be anywhere near close, because like, once you make a couple $1 million, why would you live the life I live? Like, why? Why would you not take weekends off? Why would you not just film locally, even if it means less views so you can be on the right time schedule? Why would you not, prioritize your sanity and that kind of stuff? It makes no sense, but that's why no one else does it.
Imagine a world where it's just you working solo and you work 12 hours a day every day for like a year. And you're just grinding, you make a mistake, you learn from it, you grind, you make a mistake, you learn from it, and you do that for like a year. And then imagine a different world where you have 4 friends who are also equally grinding in something similar. Friend number 1 makes a mistake on Friday, he teaches the other 4 people. Friend number 2 makes a mistake the next week, teaches everyone. And then like you're all learning from each other's mistakes. You're all constantly studying 24/7 and downloading each other. Like after a year, you're like 2 years ahead of the guy who was just solo. It really does make a difference, especially like my friend group. When I was like, I met a bunch of people when I had 10,000 subscribers, and we agreed not to drink, we didn't do drugs, like we didn't date, we didn't do anything. We just literally obsessed from the time we woke up to the time we went to bed. That's literally all we did. It's wild. Like I've told this story before, but for people who didn't listen to our other podcasts, like one day I literally got up and we had an 18-hour Skype call, and then I went to bed, and that's all I did. And we were just tearing apart YouTube videos, studying trends and stuff like that. I don't even know how I got food. Like, pretty sure I was just ordering food so I didn't even have to leave my house so we could keep working. Like, it was that level of obsession. It was just dumb. It was so unhealthy.
And it's also, it's for young people to realize that there is this path, and it's not just a path of like moderate success. It's a path of massive success, gigantic 224 million view videos, and it all is done by a regular guy.
Yeah, you have to just, and it's, what is it? It's like if you don't find what you love, you're gonna quit before you get to that point. You genuinely have to find what you love. If you get any takeaway, sorry, it's like a habit to look at the camera. So sometimes,
go ahead, look at the camera.
Like you have to find what you love, because if you find what you love and you obsess over day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year for a decade, you're going to achieve some form of success. But if you don't truly love it, you're going to quit way before you get like that compound growth and you really get ultra levels of success. So in my opinion, the easiest way to be successful is just find something you truly love.
I just came to the point where, I just have to have my own internal guidelines of like, do I think what I'm doing is good? Do what I think, is moral, ethical? Do I believe in what I'm doing? If so, fuck it. Like, I'm never going to be able to make everyone happy. So if you let the whims of the internet kind of decide what is okay and what's acceptable and when you're being bad or good, then you don't have a spine, you don't have a backbone, you stand for nothing, and it will just destroy you mentally. I don't know why, but when people tell me I can't do something, I don't know where this came from, it makes me just want to do it more, to be honest. If you tell me I shouldn't do something, that's fine, but if you tell me I can't, then everything in my body just wants to go, fuck you. I obviously can, I don't know if I should, but I can.
If you want to be a YouTuber, if you're watching this, right, like, and you're thinking in the scale of 10 years, like, if you
literally are grinding and you're obsessed and you're just every day studying and learning, and you surround yourself with smart people and you just work like hell, to be honest, for 10 years, like there's probably a good chance you'll make it. But if you do that over the course of 6 months or a year, I don't know, you know? But that's why I like to think over a span of a decade. A lot of people are very short-term sighted, but you know, as long as you're innovating, adapting, reinvesting, I think if you do it intelligently, like you have a good odds of, I don't know, like killing it, you know?
What is the best advice someone ever gave you? You said, you're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius.
100%. All along the way, people gave me so much, you know, advice on why I shouldn't be doing it, why I'm crazy. Every step of the way, people wanted to tell me why I shouldn't be doing this and should get a life, should stop being too obsessed, everything under the book. And then once I'm successful, those same people are like, dang, you're a genius.